how do we create an iterative system for improving technology and processes in our government? That's what we're talking about on today's Tread Talk. And we're talking about this now because of a recent hack that happened to the U.S. federal court system and is prompting them to increase their cyber posture, which that's a good response, but it's more of a reactionary step than what's probably more productive as to be forward thinking about solving these types of problems. And another example that comes to mind when I think about like inefficient processes or practices in the government, the cheese caves in St. Louis. If you're not familiar with that, do a little bit of research on that. But we just have a tendency to not correct once it's past what's likely an obvious need to correct. Like, we should obviously be making sure our court systems, cyber practices are on the higher end of, being buttoned up and secure. But it's not the case. They had to have this happen to take those steps. Whereas other parts of the economy and in the industry, like that's just, they have to do that because of how it was regulated by the government. So that kind of doesn't even make sense in itself. But then you look at things like the cheese caves, where an entire industry is created on just not being able to pull back policy or not being able to adjust on the fly. And not being able to adjust on the fly is a lack of being able to like evaluate, process, and evaluate like, are we at the line we should be? And there just doesn't seem to be very much of that happening, which isn't one person's fault, but it is an opportunity to solve. And I think if you did have some type of iterative improvement process for processes and technology, you might see more efficiency. So tell me what you think.